You said, and this is a phrase we don't use often, that this bill to ban TikTok, at least in the House, it has remarkable bipartisan support. It is expected to pass the House. But let me ask you, what happens after this? Does this have a chance in the Senate?
Look, I think it's going to be much, much tougher in the Senate, Frank. I think it certainly has a chance, especially given what we're seeing the administration and the intelligence community in briefings with members and senators to really talk about some of their national security concerns. But look, I think the very direct targeting of TikTok in the legislation with some very prescriptive actions that they want to see take place will give it some pause in the Senate. I think the Senate is likely to soften the language, but my bet is that we do get some sort of TikTok action in this round.
All right, so you actually do think there's something that happens in the Senate. They may adjust the bill, but you're saying that you believe it will go through the Senate. Important to note, President Biden said that he would sign the bill. Speaking of the president, we also have an election coming up, and we're hearing from the U.S. intelligence chief, and he had some very pointed comments about TikTok. The chief, Avril Haines, says he, quote unquote, cannot rule out the possibility of China using TikTok to influence the presidential election. How important is this bill as we approach that November election?
I think it's a good point to make, Frank. I mean, I think the public concerns that we know, understanding that we're not privy to all the intel that's out there. But the real concern is that the app vacuums up American data, can influence American public policy and also elections, and could be weaponized against American citizens. We've seen some of that ability to influence outcomes, or at least attempt through, with the way TikTok has tried to lobby against this divestiture bill. So I think this is an interesting point. The counterpoint to that, though, is there really has to be something there, because this is no great electoral benefit to Biden, given the number of Americans and given the number of young Americans that use this app. So for those of us watching, we say there really has to be some concerns here.
Yeah, Emily Wilkins just on a minute ago said 170 million. That's quite a lot of people. I got a kind of a complicated question for you. What is this whole battle? What does this say about D.C. and money? So we know that there's Susquehanna, a big investment firm. They have about a 15% stake in TikTok, or they actually the parent company of ByteDance. At the same time, we have issues with the U.S. and China. Some people call it de-risking. Some people call it decoupling. How does this all play in effect? That there's American equity stake in this company. At the same time, there's a lot of U.S.-China tensions. Could this be that metaphorical straw in the back of the camel? I mean, it's a complicated question, but I know you can break it down, Dewardric.
Well, look, I think the important part about the TikTok battle as we're seeing it is just the concern that many people have about the interconnectivity of these two economies and about, quite frankly, the advantage that China has. Because, Frank, let me be clear with you. If the Chinese government said to a company that this is how you need to move, I cannot think of a system where a U.S. company, or even a Chinese company for that matter, would push back as aggressively to the degree that TikTok has done, that you would have Chinese nationals trying to persuade the CCP that this is the wrong action to take. So there is some asymmetry here in the way in which things are happening in the U.S.-China relationship that only gives national security people here in Washington more pause and more concern.